Washington, D.C. for a long ride on 2 regularly scheduled buses through the Deep South. Others said we should wait for the time to get ripe, for things to cool off. But we believe the time is always right to fight evil.
Believed that you needed to be more aggressive, you needed to be more assertive in order to fight for your rights and not simply wait for the courts to grant them to you. The idea of the Freedom Rides is a really radical idea. The NAACP was very reluctant to the Congress of Racial Equality to do this because they felt that violence was going to happen, that people were going to get hurt, indeed that people might get killed.
Legitimated the use of direct action to change social policies. They did something 2 Supreme Court decisions could not do, which was to accomplish the integration of interstate facilities.
The Freedom Rides is one of the most successful enterprises in American politics. Within just 1 year, there was no place left where there was colored and white and segregation in the terminals, and they won everything they had sought. It's one of the great achievements of nonviolent direct action, you could almost say, in the history of the world.
of where we have come from and where we have to go. Creativity, energy, love, spirit, heart, movement, nonviolence. Today's convocation incorporates various forms of art and expression as they are an important and essential part and element of understanding how we live together, learn together, and love and appreciate each other. I have the privilege and honor of introducing scholar and historian Mary Beth Gassman. Mary Beth Gassman is a historian that has interviewed many people, some that you know and some that you do not. Some of these individuals include Congressman John Lewis, Ambassador Andrew Young, former United States Presidents Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter, and George H.W. Bush. She has also interviewed and recorded countless stories of unsung African Americans in her efforts to tell stories that without her would remain untold. Dr. Gassman, a professor of higher education at the Graduate School of Education at the University of Pennsylvania, holds secondary appointments in both Africana Studies and the School of Social Policy and Practice. I forget how many schools she's affiliated with. She has written or edited 15 books, including Envisioning Psychologists, Uplifting a People, Booker T. Washington Rediscovered, Race and Gender in Nonprofit Leadership, and The Morehouse Mystique. 8 of her books have won research awards. She is a regular contributor to the Chronicle of Higher Education, Diverse Issues, The Huffington Post, The Washington Post, The New York Times. Her research has been featured in The New York Times, The Washington Post, The Wall Street Journal, Time, Newsweek, U.S. News and World Report, and CNN. Most recently, she will be prominently featured as one of the TED Talks. She has also received the PEN GSC Excellence in Teaching Award, as well as the Association for the Study of Higher Education's Early Career Award in 2006. Most recently, she received the Senior Exemplar Award. She sits on the Board of Trustees of St. Augustine College, and she was awarded by the Ozell Sutton Medallion for Justice by Philander Smith College. In May 2012, she also received an honorary degree from Paul Quinn College. Please help me to welcome Dr. Mary Beth Gassman.
Today, I have the honor and privilege of introducing to you all a freedom fighter, a freedom writer, a close friend, and civil rights legend in his own right, Dr. C.T. Vivian. Dr. Vivian was once a Christian journalist. However, he is best known for his work with Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. He was both a close friend and lieutenant of Dr. King in the midst of the struggle for social equality in the 1950s and 60s. While studying for the ministry at American Baptist College in Nashville, Tennessee in 1959, Dr. Vivian met James Lawson, who was teaching Mahatma Gandhi's nonviolent direct action strategy to the Nashville student movement. Soon Lawson's students, including Diane Nash, Bernard Lafayette, James Bevel, John Lewis, and others from American Baptist, Fisk University, and Tennessee State University, organized a systematic nonviolent sit-in campaign. On April 19, 1960, 4,000 demonstrators marched on City Hall, where Dr. Vivian and Diane Nash challenged Nashville Mayor Ben West. As a result, Mayor West publicly agreed that racial discrimination was morally wrong. Many of the students who participated in the Nashville student movement soon took on major leadership roles in both the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. In 1961, Dr. Vivian was a member of SCLC. He actively participated in the Freedom Rides, replacing injured members of the Congress of Racial Equality. He helped found the Nashville Christian Leadership Conference, helping to organize the first sit-ins in Nashville in 1960 and the first Civil Rights March in 1961. Dr. Vivian rode the first Freedom Bus into Jackson, Mississippi, and went on to work alongside Dr. King, James Bevel, Diane Nash, and other SCLC executive staff members in Birmingham, Selma, Chicago, Nashville, the March on Washington, Danville, Virginia, and St. Augustine, Florida. He was National Director of Affiliates and Strategist for every SCLC organization. After leaving Dr. King's executive staff, Dr. Vivian trained ministers and developed the urban curriculum for seminaries throughout the nation at the Urban Training Center in Chicago. He returned to the realm of seminary education as the Dean of Divinity School at Charlotte University Seminary. There he originated and acquired funding for an original national level program, the basis for his doctoral work, Seminary Without Walls. Most recently, in 2008, Vivian founded the C.T. Vivian Leadership Institute to create a model leadership culture for the purpose of training and educating the new generation of grassroots leaders inspired to mobilize a constituency. He is featured throughout PBS's acclaimed documentary, Eyes on the Prize, and the full-length presentation, The Healing Ministry of the Reverend Dr. C.T. Vivian. He is also featured both as an activist and analyst in the series The People's Century and Tom Brokaw's documentary, King, and the Freedom Riders documentary. He was also featured prominently on the Oprah Winfrey Show, when she honored his long battle for civil and human rights with an episode recognizing the Freedom Riders. As the New School for Social Justice Research noted when they presented him with one of his many doctoral degrees, Dr. C.T. Vivian has been in the vanguard of the struggles for racial equality in America. Agnes College is honored to have this esteemed leader and author here with us today. So please welcome Dr. C.T. Vivian.
Welcome, everyone, and good afternoon. I'm so happy that my mic works. Though he's a fighter, what I found out is that he's kind of a sweetheart, too. Okay? So I like that, because sometimes when people have a long, long fight, they become just a little jaded, but it doesn't seem like that's happened to you. In fact, what's happened is just the opposite. You have this incredible hope for the future, right? You have this wonderful, wonderful spirit. So if any of you ever get the chance just to eat Rice Krispie treats with Dr. Vivian in the back room here, you should definitely do it, because it's really, really sweet. And I'm not talking about the Rice Krispie treats, so sweetheart. So I thought we could start out with a question about fighting. And so most of us here know about the Freedom Riders, and we know your life has been characterized with the good fight, right? Getting out there and standing up for what you believe in. So can you tell us, what's one of the most memorable good fights that you had for justice? Can you describe that to us?
I suppose the most important one was really self. And there's a lot of reasons for that.
Is this mic on? Okay. It's not on, but you know what? I have a mic.
I wonder how far I can get from this.
I don't know if that one works either. Okay, let's try again. You know what? I'm going to come over here, get a little close, and I'm going to fix your mic. Okay? Ooh, rough one. There you go.
Oh, I
think you're on. Okay. Can you hear him now? Talk a little bit. No. I know, but your mic still doesn't work, right? Hold on one second. I don't think that mic works, does it? Okay, I'm going to go here on the podium mic now. That's okay. I'm good. I'm a professor. If I can get this out of here. Let's see, maybe I'm not so good. Okay, let's try hello. Let's try that one. Okay.
Can you hear this now?
No, we're going to turn it on.
Oh, it's not turned on yet.
I feel like it's turned on, but none of these mics want to work. You know what, we're going to share my mic in a few minutes, so here's it.
Hello.
Good fight.
Probably the one that I think of most is Selma, Alabama. Selma, for a number of reasons. Remember, when Martin first started, the idea, as we had, which most of you don't know, is the first, what I call the first march on Washington. It was